what's up everybody? I'm gonna make this really fast. My name is PokeGeek. I make a lot of Pokemon videos, also other videos in the future. But yeah, so I can get your attention, I'm doing an Amazon giveaway. It's a $25 gift card, and that will be on my next info video. So yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe and comment the recent video game that you have played that you really enjoyed. Just let that in the comments, and yeah, we'll get right to the video.
My homeboy who actually told me about Tinder. What's up, Ray Ray? He told me to get this like Pokemon's app right here, so I went and got it, and they got these cool little characters like dinosaurs and ducks and shit.
Have you ever lost a loved Pokemon? Or ever been beaten embarrassingly by a Pokemon that you hate, that is absolutely garbage? Well, you came to the right channel. Well, today we're going to be talking about the top 5 most hated Pokemon in my opinion, and we're going to be going from 5 to 1, from 5 being the least worst to the number 1 being the absolutely horrendous, horrible, passionately hated Pokemon of mine. And let's get into it. At number 5 on the list, I would have to put Claydol on number 5, mostly because this Pokemon is weird and makes me very uncomfortable when looking at it. It kind of makes me shiver sometimes, and I flee every time I see it. But it is a ground and psychic Pokemon, and I can't say I really hate it. That's why I put it at number 5. It's a really powerful Pokemon, but man, the looks and just the design of it just makes me very uncomfortable. But like I said, it is a ground and psychic Pokemon, which makes it pretty useful, but still, it's very freaking ugly. But yeah, you should have a lot of fun with this Pokemon if you do use it, but just make sure you don't have nightmares at night.
He called Diglett.
That's floor shit right there.
Next up on the list, number 4. I can't say this Pokemon is very not useful, but it is very useful in certain situations. It's Lotad. It is a water grass combo, but really just difficult to kill. Like, it's hard to be effective against it, mostly because, you know, water's weakness is grass, and grass's weakness is fire, but you can't use fire because it's a water type as well. So it really makes it kind of hard to, you know, kill. And yeah, that's why I think it's kind of useful, but it is very annoying because it really looks weird, and its second evolution does not look anything like it, but it's still pretty annoying. And that's why it made number 4 on my list, because I kind of hate going up against it, mostly because it does know a move called Astonish, which makes you flinch sometimes. It gives you a big chance, and that is just annoying. So yeah, that's why it's number 4. At number 3 on the list, I'm gonna have to fit Groudon there. It's not bad, nor is it good, but it is pretty ugly. You could catch it in Ruby, but based on the gameplay, it looks like it could be a fire and lava type Pokemon. Just, you know, it kind of just looks like one of those like fiery Pokemon because it's in the lava, and you know, bubble this, bubble that, you get it. But yeah, it is a ground type and fire type Pokemon, which it does mean it makes it very, very, very effective against water. So, you know, if someone has a water Pokemon, it could be a Squirtle, and it'll kill that dang thing, dude. Like, that thing is dead in one shot. And that's what makes that Pokemon very, very weak. You know, it's not like Lotad where it's a grass and water type where, you know, one thing cancels out another, but you know, ground and fire are both weak against water. And so that makes that Pokemon very, very, very ineffective. And that's why I put Groudon at number 3. And yeah, it's just very disappointing as a legendary.
And Doug Trio.
That's 3 floor shit.
At number 2 would have to be Voltorb, and this is where I'm going to get into more of the stats, because Voltorb can be a good Pokemon, but the stats just, you know, it just shows differently. You know, it has very low stats, very low, not speed. Speed is actually tremendous on the Pokemon. It's medium speed on Voltorb, especially for the first evolution. And then it goes to Electrode, and that's when the speed gets amazing, but the stats stay the same. You know, 1 bar health, 1 bar attack, 1 bar special attack, 1 bar special defense, 1 bar defense. Just the only thing good about it is just the speed. You know, the Pokemon overall is not a bad Pokemon. It's an electric Pokemon, so it means it's very effective against quite a few Pokemon, but it's just, you're better off with a good-natured Pikachu. Let's be honest, guys. A Pikachu could outbeat a Voltorb any day, mostly because Pikachu has a very high speed, has very high attack, has very high special attack, has very high defense, and a very high speed. Pikachu is one of the most fastest Pokemon in the game, next to Beedrill, and it's just a good Pokemon to have when you're wasting your time on a Voltorb, you know. And that's why I put Voltorb at number 2, because it's actually almost one of the most useless Pokemon when you could just get yourself a Pikachu, you know.
He knew Pikachu, but everybody knows Pikachu.
Oh yeah, that's Pikachu right there.
And what makes it to number 1 is one of the most... I hate this Pokemon so much, guys, with a passion. This Pokemon made it to my top 5 mostly because I have a passion for this Pokemon that I absolutely hate. I will play a walkthrough and I will diss on this Pokemon all the time. It's just annoying. And that Pokemon is going to be Zubat. Zubat is a poison and flying type Pokemon. It knows no good moves. It doesn't learn any good moves. The only time you could ever give it a good moves through a TM, but that's still not good enough because its stats are still shiz. And yeah, it's very useless because it's a flying and poison type Pokemon, which means it's weak against psychic and electric types. And those are the 2 most frequent types in a video game. You know, when you play Pokemon, you always have a psychic Pokemon or electric Pokemon in your party. If you don't, then you're almost kind of stupid, let's be honest here, because you're going to need those types to beat the final 4 in any type of game. But yeah, and that's why I picked Zubat as my top number 1. Alrighty guys, thank you guys for listening to my top 5 hated Pokemon. I'll be making another video like this, but it's going to be mostly about the Pokemon that I really love and basically the Pokemon that I like. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for listening to me rant about these Pokemon that I absolutely hate. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.